Late.
Oh. Hi guys.
What's
We're
up,
late.
folks?
We're
We are
late,
extremely
late.
late, like for the first time in a while.
9:30. This will be
Yeah,
9:30. It's 10:46.
stuff happens.
Um,
Like toddlers who don't like sleeping.
toddlers that got in trouble that we're not gonna be up watching TV for getting in trouble for not listening. So yeah, I stayed up later and Des and I helped him go to sleep because he was not listening. So you're not gonna stay up and watch TV and tablet until we finish real talk. We'll just push real talk back late. So yeah, here we are. Destiny, you waited for us. Thank you. Hi. Yeah, I was just about to go on and be like, "We're coming, guys." Um, guess who's not pregnant? So I don't know if you prayed for me or against me, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm not. Yay. Um, and I guess I'll start by saying when you enter the chat, go ahead and start with your thing that you're thankful for. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. I gotta scoot this over. It's cutting my neck off. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna wear a different shirt in the next live because I looked at the last 4 lives I done had this shirt on.
What makes you
I
comfortable?
be sleeping in this shirt. Okay. Or filming. And then sometimes I film in this shirt too.
There's nothing
You're
wrong with
thankful
that.
for pizza. I'm thankful because I weighed in and I lost 4 pounds this morning. That's my thing that I'm thankful for. And then for me to be like on my cycle and I still lost 4 pounds, yeah, I'm really excited because I'm in the middle of 2 diet beds right now and I'm trying to win both of them. So now I only have 5 pounds left, and I think I can do it. I want this money. So yeah, what you thankful for, Des?
I'm thankful I was able to work out today.
Cool.
Grateful for that.
Yay, you're not pregnant either. Let's celebrate not being pregnant. Mine started on Saturday, so it should be gone by Valentine's Day. So I'm excited. I'm thankful for that too. Um, let's see. I just uploaded a new video. It's about love languages. I filmed it with Des. Be sure to check that video out. Yes, you will have a Scorpio if you get pregnant in February. But you could always get pregnant in October and end up with a Gemini. Or maybe it was September. Conceive in September and you end up with a Gemini. Because that's what I did. I don't know if I want a Scorpio, but I'm just saying Geminis are bipolar. No shade to any Geminis that are in my life that might see this video. Y'all are great people, but y'all have mood swings and 2 or 3 different personalities. Oh, so you already know. They do like Joe. My son is a Gemini. My mom was a Gemini. My mother-in-law is a Gemini. My brother-in-law is a Gemini. 2 of my best friends are Geminis. I'm surrounded by them, but they be having different personalities. And Scorpios, I mean, I talked to 2 Scorpios, and I don't know. My thing with them was that it's kind of like Drake, which Drake is like one of my favorite artists. But Drake said in a song once, like had a way of making girls feel like they were the only one and no one else is, or something like that. He said it in a song. And that was like exactly how both of my experiences with talking to slash dating a Scorpio was like, because they made me feel like so vulnerable and manipulative. They were manipulative a little bit. I think water signs are manipulative in general, but Scorpios have a like a like they've mastered the art of manipulation because they're very much into being powerful and like successful. They're very success driven people, but like they will make you trust them and share everything with them about you, but they won't really disclose much about them. And they're very loving to people that they like, but they're also kind of like they put their walls up. So I don't know. The men can be kind of deceitful, like sneaky. So yeah, but like romance wise and connection wise, a connection with a Scorpio is kind of cool. It's like no other. I really am starting to think that's a water sign thing though. I never dated a Pisces, so unfortunately I can't speak to that. But Desmond is a Cancer, and from my Cancer and Scorpio experience, I'm just gonna say I think it's a water sign trait because I have a best friend that's a Pisces, and then I also had a best friend that was a Pisces. So like from all of that together, not that I'm like super into zodiac signs anymore, but I used to be. I think that that's just like a water sign trait. Yeah, y'all are sexual too. Like I already, but everybody knows that Scorpios are sexy, sexual and sexy. And usually like the a lot of the Scorpio women have big booties. Like or like they have like a really cute shape. Like I know a handful that do. But that is I mean that's like a genetic thing. It's not like your zodiac thing. And then like with Geminis, they have a very young, playful personality. And as even when they get older, they still look much younger than they are a lot of the time. And they are typically very wise and end up like gravitating towards people that are older than them, although they are very playful and young acting. Hey, Miss Elite. Now you're cut off. I was trying not to
That's
cut you
why I
off.
changed it.
Yeah, but I was cut off. Yeah, but like, that can vary on anyone. Oh, don't your brother look like a baby when he shaved his face? That what
Sometimes.
she just said, her boyfriend.
Sometimes. It's not always, but
I ain't never
sometimes.
seen your face shaved, so I can't say what he do, what you look like. But in them pictures from college, you did look younger, but you were younger, so I don't know. I got Sealy braids this week. Ain't no deep conditioner. I've been rocking my wig. Got my cornrows under here looking like Cleo from Set It Off. Miss Elite, what are you thankful for this week? And you were here last week, so let me tell you, I am not pregnant. So for those of y'all who prayed against my wishes to not have a baby, I appreciate y'all who didn't. What's Deva Curl or Diva Curl? Woo. That's not why I'm thankful though. I'm thankful because I lost 4 pounds. I weighed in today. I weigh in on Wednesdays and Sundays, and I mean I usually don't weigh in when I'm on my cycle, but I just did it because I wanted to because I worked out on Tuesday, and I had lost 4 pounds, and I was like, yay! Low carb is working for me. Yay! Oh no. I'm glad I heard it here first. Were people just trying it? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that at Mail Diary. Thank you. Oh man. You know, you got to be careful and do research when it comes to stuff like that. Because I know a lot of YouTubers that follow trends and they try things on their hair or they'll try different makeup and stuff because they'll see a trend. And it's like, before this particular thing happened, people probably would have been trying that brand just because they have a YouTube channel and then end up messing up their hair in real life. I'd be so mad. Thank you, Miss Ali. You know, I was just telling Des that next week I'm not wearing this shirt because I wear this shirt in every video. Well, not every video, but like, you know, my last two uploads that were not with Des, and then my live video. And I'm like, dang, I'm always chilling in this shirt because it's like I sleep in the shirt. Sometimes I wear it. Like, I don't know. So I was like, next week I'm going to try not to have this shirt on when I go live. But please know that I do wash the shirt. I just seem to wear it on Wednesdays for some reason. And I got it at Ross a long time ago. I think it was like $7 at Ross. And I was like, ooh, Netflix and chill. I had met, it was like when I was dating Dez. I was like, I'm going to wear that when I go hang out with Dez. See, we're so subconscious about ourselves. Y'all ain't even noticed, and I'm sitting here calling attention to something y'all didn't even notice. I should have just been like, thank you. What's y'all love language? Oh no. See, and I heard that rice water was supposed to be really good for natural hair. I'm glad you told me that. Cause like I have a cousin that does hair, and she mentioned that rice water thing to me too, cause she had seen it on YouTube, and I was just like, I don't know, something about rice and water, it's not sitting right with me. Then I saw the Vaseline challenge, where people were putting like Vaseline on their curls to see if it defined their curls or something. And I was just like, man, I don't know about that because I was told you don't put Vaseline on your hair. Okay, gifts and affection, physical touch and giving gifts. Okay, I know that y'all gonna watch my video, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway because y'all are here for the live section. Acts of service and quality time are mine. And Des is words of affirmation. Yeah, like I was told not to put Vaseline on my hair. Only time we put it on there was when you get a relaxer. You put it around the perimeter of your hair to prevent burns. I like food too. Y'all, I'm so excited because do you like surprises? Or you don't
Yeah,
care about being
it
surprised?
don't bother me no
Well, anyway, Desmond and I went to Aldi today because they had some strip steaks, some grass fed strip steaks, and lamb chops on sale. But it was for today only. So I was like, instead of going out and being in a 2 hour wait at some restaurant on Friday for Valentine's Day, why not we cook a nice meal? Like, nicer than normal. So we're gonna be I'm gonna be watching a couple YouTube videos to get some ideas of how I wanna do it. But yeah, we're gonna do like a nice meal with some wine at home. And I'm really excited because I we don't normally eat like lamb chops and things like that. We have steak a couple times a year, but we really don't buy that a lot. So yeah, I'm excited because it's gonna be like steak and we got the chops, and then I have bought some seafood and put it in my freezer before I knew this was gonna go on sale. So I was so excited. I don't know. Yeah, I want to make sure that everything comes out nice. But then I also bought some veggies too, because y'all, I'm trying to win my diet bet. I told y'all I lost 4 pounds. Now I only have to lose 5 more pounds and I win. And I have until March 1st. It depends on who that someone is, Destiny. Yeah, because he's listening, but he's focused on something else. So he's like, or he'll be like, what are you doing? Yes, who's the person that you're telling? Because if it's like a significant other, um, then I would just straight up tell them, hey, I'm pregnant.
It's probably the best way to just go ahead and say it anyway.
But you know what? If it was you though, I probably would do something corny and try to surprise you.
Which I would just be like, huh? Why? Like why?
Because it's cute. I'm gonna do the thing where they have the little thing with the thing and the thing. Cause I'm not telling you, but it's gonna be a surprise. And you'll come home and it'll be sticky notes, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a daddy
I would have been
again."
like, why the fuck am I reading this shit on? I would have been like, why am I reading this shit on sticky notes?
I'm gonna
Like,
make you a YouTube video.
see,
Okay, wait. My aunt told her she was gonna be pregnant. She was pregnant when he got pulled over by the police. He said it was the worst time because he was so nervous.
that is definitely the worst time. That is.
Poor man was worried he finna go to jail, and then you done told him he finna be a daddy, and now y'all worried about being a bad dad and going to jail. And yes, I love those videos where the girls surprise their spouse or their boyfriend and be like, I'm pregnant. And then the guy's all like, it's super cute. Can y'all do me a favor and like this video? Thanks. Did you see the video where a pregnancy test and she was like, this is a trick test? No, I didn't. I don't got time to play them type of games. You end up speaking stuff into existence or pissing somebody off. See, you play too much. I think, see, that type of stuff is funny after baby number 2, I think. Because y'all not trying, especially if you just had the baby and it be like 5 months later, then you be like, babe, I'm pregnant. And he be like, dang. Then you be like, I'm just kidding. Like, I don't like playing like that. Oh, Destiny. Read what Destiny just.
I read it.
You cut me off. Dad's over there looking like, well, that's what you get for playing face. Look at his face. That's why he ain't said nothing. He just sitting over there like, well.
Shit happens.
See, you spoke it into existence over your life. That's why I don't play about being pregnant. Because I'm not trying to speak it into my life if it's not time. Oh my gosh. Y'all I forget. Okay. Now I'm going to keep that comment for myself. Your life is not over. The guy's life is never over. Let's just start with saying that. The guy's life is never over.
Dave Chappelle joke from his last special, which a lot of people didn't like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, try not to get pregnant at 20.
I don't think anybody's purposely trying, babe.
Yeah, Destiny, you're right, because his life won't be over. He'll still be able to party all the way up until you push the baby out, and he still might be able to still party after you push the baby out. But you're the one who will be the one experiencing everything. Hi, Shantavia. I mean, and I'm not judging nobody that does get pregnant at 20, but as somebody that got pregnant the first time at 22, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't get to do because I got pregnant. So I don't regret having my son, but I learned from those experiences, and I'm just like, you know, when it comes to my cousins, when it comes to YouTube and people that are younger than me, I'm 26 by the way. People that are younger than me and they ask me for advice and they be all in love and blah blah blah, and they're like 19, 20, and they want to like chase somebody. I got pregnant at 21. I had my son at 22. I actually said it wrong. I got pregnant at 21. Um in October of my 21st year, and I had Saya a month after I graduated from college. So I spent like basically most of my my last 2 semesters of college pregnant. And so I don't, like I said, I don't regret it because I still got my degree, and you know, it didn't necessarily hinder my life years later from whatever I was supposed to have. But as far as just like the freedom that you have when you are not a mom, it, yeah, it was, all of that was gone. Like when friends were like being able to go party or go travel and they didn't have to worry about asking anything or getting a babysitter and all that, like those were things that had to be put on hold. And especially when I moved out of my parents' house, it really stopped because then I had to take on all the bills. When I still lived with my dad, I was still kind of doing some of the same thing, like traveling and stuff like that. Especially once I found a good sitter, I was still kind of living my life. But once we stopped using our particular sitter, and then we moved out on our own and we had a lot of bills, like a lot of that last minute, hey, you want to go out to eat tonight? Ooh, they're having a party here. You want to go? I couldn't do. So I always tell people wait until. Ooh, what was that noise? I'm sorry. You heard that was kind of ew. It was like a cross between a burp and a something. My bad. But I tell people to wait. And then people be trying to ask me and Des, when do we want another one? And I'm like, maybe when I'm 29, 30. Sorry that Saya's gonna be 8 at that time, but I just, I don't know. I need to be more established financially. Des needs to be more established financially, and we just need to be in a better place before having more kids. Like, yes, we're married, but just being married don't mean you just want to pop out babies every year.
Right.
Some people do, and there's nothing wrong with it. But it's like for me right now, I just don't see that as the best for me. And people that have multiple kids, there's nothing wrong with that either. But I'm pretty sure you can honestly say, like, you know, it's difficult at times with the kids, especially when you're trying to, like, do different things for yourself. Like, you might want to enroll in school, but you can't because you don't have nobody to watch the kids at night. So then you can either do, like, an online program, or you may have to prolong it, or it may just take you longer because you don't want to fail if you spend your money. So there's things like that. Or like if you have more than 2 kids, childcare can be really, really expensive, especially with 2 kids in diapers, 2 kids in daycare. It's expensive. So it's like some women start working all together and they homeschool their kids because they can't afford the childcare. Literally, a lady that I let watch Saya once in a case of an emergency, and it was nothing wrong with her or nothing, but she just wasn't my son's original babysitter, and my babysitter was like out of town or something. But she was a full time mom. She had 4 kids, and she started her own daycare from her home because after she had the third child, she could not afford daycare anymore. But she loved kids. See, and that's an amazing rate of pay, like for that little bit of time each day. You only got to do 3 hours. Like you can do that and then get you another hustle on top of that, and that's for one child. Exactly, that's for one child. So imagine the ones that have multiple children, and then you know, a lot of people do in-home daycares. Like I know I did because it was cheaper, but if you go to like an official daycare, those are even more expensive, especially the younger the babies are. So folks be like, when you having another baby? I'm like, I don't know. You know, let's get to another tax bracket first so that we can afford the other baby and it's not stressful. Like it's just not something that I want to rush, if that makes sense. Like Des and I moved kind of fast into getting married, I think. But we're here now and I think we like each other. But I tell you the truth. But raising kids, that's something that takes like patience. And it takes like understanding of like your mindset, because that's gonna be his child too, and he's gonna have his way of wanting to do things, and I'm gonna have my way of wanting to do things, and we need to keep getting to know each other better. We've only been married for what, a year and some change. I think you should get to know your partner before you have kids together. Oh, that's so cute. Maybe he's saying it because he can't believe that y'all go together. Exactly. People always be like, y'all are so cute. Y'all should have a baby or when. And I'm like, y'all gonna babysit? Y'all gonna buy clothes after it's like the baby's not 1 year old anymore? Because a lot of people will buy stuff for baby, but they don't buy stuff for like preschooler, middle schooler, high schooler. Like all the love and the support goes away when the child is not a baby anymore. And then it'd be like you, and it'd be you and your significant other. So, yeah. Shantavia, what's your love language if you're still here? And what's one thing that you're thankful for? And then I lost her name. Ooh, y'all, I'm yawning already. That's because I did the elliptical tonight, so I'm kind of sleepy. Mel Diary, if you're still here, what's your love language? What's one thing that you're thankful for? Oh, that's so sweet. See, you sound like a really good nanny. How does one get into the nannying business?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to tell you because I ain't never had one.
I want to be a nanny.
Shit, I don't.
Why? You could be Nanny Des.
Like hell.
Oh, the Care app. Okay. That's cool. I'm yawning. Oh my gosh. I've heard of the Care app, and I felt like it was expensive when I was looking for sitters for like one night, but it might just be because I'm cheap. Oh, I didn't know it was free.
Hmm?
The Care app is like a place where you can find.
Oh, I'm sure the app is free. It's just the price of the actual sitter itself.
Oh, okay. Do
Like
you
some money.
babysit as well, like date night babysitting, or do you just do? Whew, I keep yawning. Okay. Do you just do nannying, or do you also do like date night babysitting by the hour, or like a flat rate for 4 hours? Oh, okay. Do you prefer to go to people's homes instead of them coming to yours, or it doesn't matter to you? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I bet, like, I ain't gonna even lie. Like, if I wasn't doing anything this weekend, I thought about like posting on Facebook, like, "Hey, I'll babysit your children for $50." $50 for up to 5 children. Must pay first. Because it's Valentine's Day weekend. I'm pretty sure a lot of people need a babysitter. Ooh, Starbucks is a good place to meet because it's really like well lit, and I'm pretty sure Starbucks has cameras and their employees are paying attention too. So that's a smart place to meet. I think it's good whenever you meet anybody online to meet in a public place like that. Oh, wow. That seems really simple. And then you can like watch TV or be on your phone once the children go to sleep. Yeah, I might get into it, but I just have to see because my schedule. But I want some sort of, like, y'all know I take surveys and stuff like that to make money online, but I want some sort of like guaranteed part-time job that only requires a couple of hours at a time, where I can bring in an extra 200 to 300 a month, just so I can save and start using that money to go towards travel and pouring into my channel and just other stuff that I want to do for myself. Because my full-time job really just pays my bills. And I like that, and I'm not thankful for it. I'm not saying that I'm not grateful to have that, but, I want to live, y'all. Yeah, me too. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's good to save money because you can prepare for your future. Like, if you're in a place where your money is just only going to bills, then it kind of makes you get to a point where you're stuck. Exactly. You get it, Destiny. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you're grateful to be able to pay your bills because there's some people out here who can't afford their bills, but at the same time, you want to be able to do more than just pay bills. Ouch. Especially if you were talking about moving, and when you move, you got to get furniture and decorate, set your bedroom up, all that good stuff. Yeah, I need to learn about investing because y'all like my mermaid pillow. I got this at this store called Dee Dee's Discount. It's supposed to be like a mermaid type. I'm so random, but what I was about to say was I want to learn more about investing because I feel like it would be good because you can invest money and then you can make money. And then I keep seeing this commercial about something. I think it's called Alley, the Alley, or it's something that starts with an A, but it's about how you can like it's kind of like Cash App, but it helps you with investing. And I don't know anything about it, so I was like, well, maybe if I try something like that, I can learn. Hmm. Acorns. What, maybe was it Acorns? I feel like it was Alley.
Alec is, I want to say it's an investment.
Alley Investment. I'm looking on Google now to make sure. Yeah, it's Ally Invest. And it's basically like ally. It's trying to say like it's your ally. It's there to help you. But I didn't know about Acorn, so I have to keep that one in mind too. And I guess it's a matter of like knowing what to invest in, like what's going to be a good thing versus what's going to be a waste. You use Ally Bank. Well, Ally Bank came up, but yesterday when I was watching TV, I saw a commercial for something that said Ally. And it's an app that you're supposed to like be able to like invest, and you can earn money from your phone. But I don't think it was just talking about the regular bank. I literally think it was talking about the investment part. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I remember seeing the commercial and I was like, that's catchy. Yeah. And then I hear that Cash App is trying to become more of an investor app as well. And they have like the invest option or something along those lines. It's not just for sending money, but I know when it initially came about, you just hear people you saying like refer friends, you get a bonus, and basically telling people to use it to send money to each other. Would you? Is it because of referrals? Cause like I try to do things that allow you to earn by referring friends because of my YouTube channel. You know, sometimes if I tell people about stuff, they can sign up with my link and then they'll give you a commission for that person signing up. Some sites might pay you as soon as they sign up. Some sites might wait until that person cashes out. The site that I shared on my community tab earlier is like that. Like you have to get 100 friends, which I have 77 friends that have signed up, which is awesome because like I never thought that my influence would ever get people to sign up for that, that many people. But like Des signed up and some other people that I know signed up, and then on YouTube, a lot of folks who watched my YouTube videos about that website signed up. So like with payviewpoint.com, it's a survey site. Once you receive 100 friends that sign up, you can start earning 25% of whatever they make every time they do a survey immediately. But before you reach that 100 friends thing, you have to wait until they cash out their $15 before you can get your bonus. Are you serious? Dang. That is crazy. How much they be sending you for gas? Like 20 or $40? $50. Dang. And you and your boyfriend probably be laughing. That guy that sent you $50, he probably ain't even buy his girlfriend her Valentine's Day gift. Destiny. Hold on, Des. May you please bring me some water? Mine is gone. I'm in disbelief that a guy could be so gullible. Maybe I was talking to the wrong ones when I was single. Cause ain't nobody cash out me. Y'all need to go subscribe to Destiny channel right now so you can get put on game. Thank you.
Did you see some vinyl squares that were cut out earlier on the table?
No. Does that mean Josiah moved them?
I don't know. I'm hoping he did not because that was cut out for the cups for this weekend.
You sure you didn't move it
I checked
before he
them.
ate?
I checked in office. They weren't over there. They were in my area.
Your area. I'm sorry, y'all. In your area where?
On the table because that's where I was cutting the stuff at.
Josiah was in timeout in his timeout chair. I went to go take a shower. Were you? Are you sure you didn't put it away?
I'm
Because
gonna
when I came home, there was nothing on the table.
I'm gonna keep looking around and checking, but I didn't see anything. So I gotta keep checking for them because I don't want to go through two more sheets of vinyl because that's gonna pretty much be all the vinyl.
Do you want to go look for it?
That's what I was doing.
That's crazy. Well, what you missed while you were gone is that Destiny makes money on Cash App because,
I heard
oh, how'd you hear and you weren't in here?
because you talk very loudly.
But I didn't say what she said.
Then somebody cashed up there like $50 on Cash App.
Oh well, yeah, $600, all kinds of money.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but okay.
That's funny. Like,
I, sounds stupid, but hey.
well, yeah, that the guys are stupid. She's not though.
I didn't say she was. I'm just trying to figure out why the hell you send that much money to Cash App.
For gas money, I guess. The
That don't sound
$50
like
was
it make.
gas money.
Oh, okay.
You know, Destiny. I see Facebook memes about stuff like that all the time, and I thought that people were joking. But now, after talking with you, I realize that they're serious. When they were like, when guys be in their DMs, I'm gonna tell them to cash out me. But the funny thing is, what if the guy cash up you and you still block them? Like, you just cash up and got blocked. Yeah, it's not good to cheat. If you make YouTube videos on how to do that, then other people are going to steal your hustle and it's not going to work anymore. And then you'll go viral, probably. And it won't work for you anymore either. But it won't matter because you'll be YouTube famous. So, I mean, the YouTube famous might give you more than the Cash App, but Cash Apps are good because you can get that money today. Oh, dude, use his girl Valentine's Day money on your gas money, though. That's what I'm just. I know that was the Valentine's Day budget. He gonna come on Valentine's Day with a excuse about why he don't have a gift, and I need his girlfriend to know. I need her to know why. Like, this is why you ain't get no Valentine's Day gift. Because your boyfriend was out there messing up. He had the money. It ain't even that he didn't have the money. He didn't get paid on time. He had the money and he spent it being silly. That's embarrassing. Like, you got scammed. And I feel like as long as you communicate with your partner and let them know, then, and y'all are on the same page, then it's fine because y'all both know what's going on. I know, like, we was talking about this last week when the girl was asking, like, should she wait on her boyfriend, the guy that didn't want to be with her before? And then, like, what you're talking about made me think about that, because a lot of guys, like, that are locked up, or even some playing type guys, they'll use women for money, and they'll ask them for money, and they'll be talking to all these different girls, and the girls will send them money. Yeah, like, so that's what that made me think of, like, guys that do that type of stuff. So, I mean, you just gotta be careful with people online, honestly. Folks be so gullible and happy to talk to somebody that they don't be paying attention to, like, red flags. Anytime you ain't really met the person like that and they asking for money, like, you gotta be careful. I would definitely be upset. Like, that's grounds for a divorce, honestly, depending on what else you may find. But it's like, I don't know. If you're married, you really shouldn't even be interested in entertaining nobody else. Are you serious? Oh, man. Dang, and it was like nothing they could do about it because it's not like they can go work another 30 years. That's the type of stuff that'll make somebody end up on Snap. Like, no type of respect for the marriage, for each other's stuff, nothing. Yeah. And that's the other thing. Sometimes folks don't realize, like, a lot of what you see on the internet is not what you get. It's a lot of folks that make fake accounts and use pretty pictures to trick people and pretend like they're somebody they're not. That's why the whole catfish show became a thing, because people were using those like pretty model type pictures and making fake accounts and reaching out to people and starting relationships and knowing that it was not them. But my thing with catfish that I never understood is like, how you gonna go X amount of time without seeing each other? We're not in 2006 where people don't have cameras on their phones. Like, everybody has cameras on their phones now. So it's just, even if you have an Android, there really should be no reason why you can't see what the person looks like or video chat. Hell, even if they got social media, there's influencer. I don't know why I said influencer. That's not what I meant to say. There is Snapchat, there's TikTok, there's Instagram. Exactly. Snapchat has video chat. Exactly. Like, I'm, as soon as I would meet somebody, like, I'm trying to link. Not to do nothing, but just to link. Like, okay, we talking and it's been X amount of time. When do you want to hang out? Or that's where I'm expecting a conversation to go. We're not just gonna sit here and be freaking pen pal. What's it called? Not a pen pal, but pen pal. I can't think of it, but we're not finna do that. Okay, we're not finna be on the phone. Aww. Guess he wanted to get to know you better in person. I don't know. I like person to person connection better anyway. Like, the phones nowadays are so impersonal, especially because people don't like to pick up the phone and talk. So I really like being able to, like, talk face to face. Oh, what y'all doing for Valentine's Day, Destiny? What you doing? What you doing? I'm finna hold the phone because it's just okay. I'm gonna hold it here. That's a good angle. This ring light is just giving y'all the worst view. I'm sorry. It's like circles. If I keep my head like this, which is not comfortable, yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay. There's nothing wrong with a movie night. I'm hoping to have. That's got this stuff popping up. I mistakenly clicked something. You need to reach out to their customer service tonight and tell them that it says delivered, but you didn't get it. Because I don't know if that's going to update if it's saying that it was delivered. Amazon's customer service is usually really good about rectifying those sort of things too. Is it issues with them just saying stuff is delivered, but it really not being delivered? It's definitely annoying, especially if it's a gift for somebody for Valentine's Day, or even if it's like a birthday gift or just a time sensitive gift. Like they're making you late. But that's where that compensation comes in at for me. I want compensation when you make me late. Ooh. I had to grab my computer. Try not to show you my backdrop over there on the wall. Bootleg. That's good. So you already know. If they're giving you a credit, then you already know that they can do a little more than that refund when they mess up. Sometimes they send me surveys too, and the surveys ask me like, if I give my feedback, they'll give me a $5 gift card or something. I'm trying to like get this situated a little bit better. Cause I was holding it and then my arm started to hurt. I'm gonna put some chapstick on. My lips are chapped. Chapped lips. Can't do the live session with chapped lips. This video is sponsored by CarMax. I'm just kidding. It's really not. If I could tell my 20-year-old self something, I would say leave your ex alone. I would say live your best life. I would say don't be afraid to travel. Get on that plane. Make these boys wear condoms. Not that I was like fucking a bunch of dudes, but like make your boyfriends wear condoms. I would say continue to work out. Finish school. I would have told myself to network way, way more. I would have told myself to take YouTube seriously. Back then, 6 years ago, YouTube was a really easy place to grow a channel. Like, probably I would say from the time I was 18 to like 21 would have been a great time for my channel to take off if I would have been more serious and more consistent, because YouTube used to be so easy. It'd be like you could just upload and YouTube would put you out there and everybody could see it. Where was it?
Oh no, these were downstairs hanging up.
You put it there?
I guess so. Thankfully. I didn't feel like cutting 2 more sheets of olive bread.
You didn't have to. How did you not remember that you did that? Saya wasn't in your office.
No, but they were on the table earlier.
I would say to network and definitely like take my channel seriously, because it was so much easier then to grow on YouTube, and I had so much time. Like I would have really explained to myself the amount of time that I had at the age of 20 versus like future Yosha or whatever, because it's like usually when you're in your 20s, if you're in school, like that's your main focus is like school, making good grades. You know, you might get a job, but it's not your forever. Like If you don't like the job, you can quit it. You can get another one. Like, I would have just told myself to go for it in every way possible. And when I was in school, I would have told myself to network, like network, try to do more internships, try to get myself out there and not be afraid of like going for it. Um that'd be great, but what is a year's salary? Cuz I mean, to me, it's difficult to save a couple thousand, let alone a year's salary if you're making 40, 50, 60,000 a year. Like, you'd have to definitely learn how to invest in order to make that happen because the average job is just not paying a year's salary. Um, a lot of these entry level roles are not paying well enough for you to save. Like, if you imagine if you're making a little bit and then you want to save at the same time, but the amount you make is just enough to pay your bills. Like, obviously, we have to work doing something else besides our 9 to 5 then in order to make those other things a reality. Like, that's how I feel right now. Because it's like most people that are like my age that went to school with me that had the same degree as me would probably be like, well, Yosha, you're good, you're better off or whatever. But I'm like, honestly, the salary that most of these jobs give, if you're not in a technology field, or like a nursing field, you know what? That's better than zero. It's okay. Like, it's hard. Like, when you no, like, I'm not even being funny. Like, it's hard. There's some people that literally are in the negative every time they get paid because they all they can do is pay their bills. So just I would say be glad that you have at least that and just try to build on it. But honestly, like, you're gonna probably have to find some side hustles or build upon the side hustles that you already have. Like, you could literally choose one weekend a month to babysit the whole weekend and then say, okay, I'm going to use 50% of what I make and put it in my savings. So it's like if your nannying pays all your bills and then the babysitting stuff is just optional, I would say dedicate one weekend a month to babysitting so that if you can make 45 to, let's just say, $180, you can save 90 every month guaranteed just from that. And then if you can save another 20 to $100 somewhere else from like your nannying, then you can build your savings like that. But I don't know, saving like 30, 40, 50,000 in a year is going to be pretty hard if you're not making that or if you're just making that, you know? So you have to take baby steps. And another thing is like, don't spend your 20s thinking that you're supposed to have everything figured out because you're not. Like, and I'm not 30 by any means, but hell, I'll be 27 this year and I'm still learning. And I just realized, like, this whole life thing is about learning. And you're going to mess up sometimes. When you mess up, learn from the mistakes so you don't keep repeating the same mistakes. That's why I was like, I hope I didn't offend anybody who has kids, because I'm not saying that your kids are mistakes. And I'm not saying that if you had your kids back to back that you should feel bad. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that for me, I saw how hard it was for me. And even though I am married now, and if I had a baby, I'd likely have the support because I'm married. I still know better because I've been in that situation. So it's like when you know better, you do better. And then also what I didn't know then that I do know now is that experience really helps you with landing a good paying job. So you can have as many degrees as you want, but it's like a lot of companies look for your experience working in a field. So that's why I said when I was 20 years old, I would have told myself to network and get more experiences because it's like basically a lot of folks have degrees, but they're not getting the chance from the jobs because the degree is not enough. The degree is just like the foot in the door, but the experience with whatever said degree is like what will make the company want to call you in for an interview. So like I know with you said you want to open up a daycare or like a child care practice of your own. Um, with that, I think that you being a nanny and being able to say, hey, I nannied for X amount of years. Here are my references. And then having people that really loved your services talk highly of you and put it somewhere like on a website or something like that. Excuse me. Will give you the opportunity and the experience. So like you're giving yourself the experiences now that will build you for the future that you desire for yourself. So that's good. Whew. I'm getting sleepy. Sleepy. Next week when I come, I'm going to be closer to being on time because, especially because I've been working out so much, like I get tired at this time. I'm sorry, Destiny. I didn't mean to make you yawn. I appreciate you coming tonight and staying on with me. I know I probably missed some people because I said 9 o'clock and I came at 10 o'clock. But I think I'm about to go ahead and try to go to sleep because I am tired. Um, unless you have any questions, I'll answer your questions. Me sorry. Me sorry. Um, did I say we rushed? Did I say we rushed to get married? I did say that. I feel like okay. Well, I feel like in some ways we rushed to get married because now I got to think about why I said that. Okay, hold on. We were officially together for a year, but dating slash together for about a year and some months when we got engaged. And then we set our wedding date the exact year after we got engaged. So we were together for 2 full years and some change on the day that we got married. I felt like we rushed, and I actually made a video about this, but I don't know if I said we rushed or not in that video, but the whole wedding planning thing was kind of rushed because we literally planned most of it in about 6 to 9 months. We bought a home together, or we bought a home, I should say, and moved in together before we got married, and that we moved. So we moved into our home in March of 2018, and then we got married in November of 2018. So I just say I felt like we rushed because I learned a lot that I didn't know about Dez after we got married. So I don't know if that means we rushed or not, but I thought I knew him before we got married, but I got to know him better after we got married. And there were so many things that I didn't understand, and there was a lot of like frustrations in our first year of marriage because I had an expectation of what he should have been doing, and that wasn't the case. And he went through like a big change in his life, and he's still actually going through it, but it kind of changed the whole dynamic of what I thought our marriage was going to be like and what my particular goals were versus what his goals were. That stuff changed. So it was like if we would have waited maybe just one more year to get married, I would have gotten to know the person that he was becoming better before we were already married. So when I was saying that we rushed to get married, I don't want to rush to have kids. I didn't mean it like I regret getting married. I just mean it in that some people get married and then they get pregnant within the first year of their marriage. As much as you love somebody, you cannot really know somebody in a year, 2 years, maybe even 3. Am I being held hostage? No.
Mm-mm.
No. If I blink twice, it's because I can't, like, not blink. But yeah, like with the kids thing, it's just it makes things more permanent. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I don't want them to be permanent because I wouldn't have got married, but it's like you want to make sure that you're making the right decision for your family when you have children. So, yes, being married is great, but that can't be the only reason why y'all decide to have kids. Like, oh, we're married, we can get pregnant now. Like, no. Are your finances in order? Are you emotionally ready for the journey that kids bring? Is your body in good shape? Which for me, it is not. And I was already high risk when I was pregnant with Saya, and I was probably like, let's see, about 30 pounds lighter then. So it's like there's a lot of things to think about. And there's things that I want to do. When you have one kid, you can still do a lot. When you start having 2 and 3 and 4, you can do things, but it's like your kids become a part of it much more. And then as the children get older, you have to pour into them and their needs and their wants and their desires to play sports or act or whatever. And so it's like you have less of that time to do things that you want to do. And there are definitely things that I still want to do and can do right now because it's just one. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You should enjoy each other after you get married. You should go through some things together, go through those growing pains, make sure you want to continue to be married, and then decide to have kids. Some people don't do it that way, and I'm not judging you, but especially because we got married young. Like when we got married, I was 25, Desmond was 26. We're still young. Like I would probably have a different perspective had I waited until 30 to get married. At 30, you know how they tell women you can't have children after 35 or you shouldn't have kids after 35 because there's risks for pregnancy issues and birth defects. The time is ticking. So if you get married at 31, 32, you're like, okay, well, I got to get pregnant at 34 so I can have my one, because if not, then we're risking the baby coming out with defects and such. And people can have babies at 30, 37, 38. It really just depends on your health and your genetics. But it's like when you have babies at that time, you may want to have your babies back to back or have them quicker. But having marriage in your 20s, I just think that, you're still figuring out your life. Yeah, that age is high risk. And then if you're fat or you have health issues, diabetes or anything like that, you're going to be considered high risk. And that makes the pregnancy stressful. And there's risk of miscarriage. There's risk of stillbirth. That's a scary thing to worry about. Oh, I know she was extremely happy to have those twins. And I don't take for granted, like, being able to have a baby is a blessing because there's some people that can't, or they have to have assistance having the kids. There's people that miscarry. There's all kinds of things. And those things are really traumatic emotionally. Um, yeah, one of my fears, I wouldn't say it's a fear, but I'm not worried. I don't want to speak that. But yeah, like, I can understand that. Like, not being able to have kids when I wanted them would definitely bother me. Also, like, if I couldn't have children because of a birth control that I tried or something, I would be devastated because it's like, I know I'm saying I don't want kids now, but I'm not saying I don't want more kids later. So, you know, that's definitely a thing to worry about. That was a good question. Des, do you have any insight?
As far as having kids in 20s,
Here. Wait. God, hold on. God isn't punishing her, but sometimes the abortion that can be a
it
side of
affects your
effect of
body. Yeah,
abortion.
that's probably what's happening more so than anything.
It's not a punishment though. She might end up conceiving and end up with two babies, cause that can happen too. Cause oh, y'all see all that chapstick that came on here? Ew, that's too much. Sometimes people end up getting pregnant again after having an abortion, and or like being extremely fertile. It affects different women in different ways. So yeah, like that was like one of my fears, like, cause I considered all options, which honestly adoption would be difficult because I just couldn't see myself like going through the whole pregnancy and pushing out or having the baby and then giving it up. But the other option crossed my mind at the time because of the situation that I was in. And I did think about that, like, dang. But I will say this, after having the first baby, Josiah, I was like, well, if this were to happen again, I probably would not go through with it. But I didn't want to put myself in that situation. So I ended up getting on Nexplanon because I didn't want to get pregnant again out of wedlock. And I remember when I was dating Dez, I used to be like, hey, I'm not interested in sex. Like, if you want to get to know me, you can get to know me, but I'm not trying to have no more kids until I get married. Because a lot of dudes would, like, want to talk to me after I had Saya. Because I was, like, my body has snapped back, so I still look good and everything. I was way lighter than I am right now. And I didn't, like, sometimes people didn't even believe that I had a baby when I would tell them. So, like, guys would still hit on me and be trying to smash, basically. And so I had got tired of that, and I was just like, I wouldn't even give it a chance because like, you could see through somebody's bad intentions, but I just kind of felt like, I'm not trying to have no more kids before I get married. I'm not trying to just kick it with nobody. Like, I know that I have a child, but I'm still worth something. And I guess I'm trying to say, like, I got on the birth control because I was trying to control when I had the next baby because I, I didn't want to not be able to be a good mom. And, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have been a good mom if that was the card that I was dealt with because I feel like I did pretty good with Josiah, but it's just, I don't know. Like, it was just hard. I went through a lot and I didn't want to just keep myself complacent, keep myself in a hole by continuing to get pregnant. So I always say, like, anyone that considers an abortion or gets an abortion, I don't judge them because it's hard. Yeah, Dez refers to Josiah as his son all the time. He tried to read the question.
Oh yeah, always.
Josiah looks like Dez a little bit too, so
Yeah.
people think that Dez is his. I remember Desmond's been in Josiah's life since Saya was 1. And I remember, like, at Josiah's second birthday party, Dez and his mom were there. And my aunt pulled me to the side and she was like, Yosha, do you have something to tell me? And I was like, what? And I'm like, no, it's not possible. We did not even know each other
Right.
then. But like Desmond used to have an afro before he had locks, and Josiah used to wear. Oh Lord, the Sealy braids came out. But Josiah, yeah, like Josiah had an afro, and Des had an afro, so they really look alike. And then Josiah is chocolate. Like, I'm chocolate too, but I'm like a little bit lighter than Des, and Josiah and Des are the same complexion. So they were like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "I'm sure." No. So yeah, Dez always refers to Saya as his son, and then sometimes Saya refers to Dez as daddy, but then sometimes he doesn't, and he'll call him Dez. I feel like sometimes Saya tries to be a little manipulative, like when he wants something from Dez. Daddy, can I have blah blah blah? And I'll be like, Josiah, don't be trying to take advantage. But yeah, they have a really good bond. Oh. But okay. On this note, I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm looking it up like, oh shoot, it's 12:02 my time. I don't know if you're on my same time zone or not. But I want to thank you, Destiny, for sticking with me through the live. Next week I'll try to come back, and I think we'll be talking about like how to love your life and show appreciation, because that's the theme. Oh, it's 11:02. I wish it was 11:02 here. I want my hour back. But yeah, I hope you have a good night too, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Bye.